Wow, as soon as I started recording. Before I started recording, all I said was, alright, look straight at the camera, straight face. And as soon as it clicked. Sorry.
Is that how I really
No,
talk?
that was over exaggerate, but talk, yeah, you talk that way. But, yeah, no, it's, that was when I asked you to be quiet when we need to be quiet, you're gonna fail.
And don't ever
Remember
give
that.
him the keys if we're running away from somebody and we need to get in the car.
I got too many keys in my key ring.
Anywho, hi guys. Our third video here. Coming in with how we met.
A couple days late.
But that's
Been a
okay.
little under the weather, hadn't been feeling good, and the weather's been kind of good here. We've taken advantage of it. Other than today, it rained all day long. January, rain.
Actually, we did have some sun this afternoon though. We did.
True.
We did.
True.
Yeah.
That's an
So.
old one. Can I have a fresh water? I'm not trying to put it.
I got my water right behind you.
Just give me water.
Anywho, but our lives are, you know, like I said, hectic. So, might be once a week, might be just randomly. We don't know yet. But you want to start off the?
Oh, go ahead. This is your idea. You get to start where everything happened.
What was talking about? Okay. So anywho, 2014 it was, you guys. I was a gas station clerk at Road Ranger, and I worked the morning shifts every now and then. And I remember one morning, 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock. I don't know, what time did you usually go to work?
I think I had to be there by 8:30. This is when I worked for good old Brian Huber with Huber Enterprises.
And I'm sitting there working, and Connor and him walk in. I say hi to Connor because I know Connor. I knew Connor from beforehand. And you go from there because I really don't know kind of like what happened.
Well, I walked in
Yes, we walked in.
because back then I smoked cigarettes, which used to. And shout out to my mom. She told me she'd rather me be gay than smoke cigarettes. So guess what? I stopped smoking cigarettes for her birthday about 5 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. I don't know, whenever you were working there, I was
2014.
still smoking, so that was 4 years ago, so. But, yeah, I walk in and I was like, damn, dude, like, who is that? And he's like, oh, that's Spencer. And I was like, okay, who is that? And he's like, oh, she's off limits. She's dating this guy. And I was like, okay, like, what has that ever changed in the past? And so after that, I mean, sorry, but, well, when I was interested. Well, I talked more and more around the shop about it. You know, Huber, you know him, has over here an ass and loud mouth, likes to talk. No offense, just saying that. He goes in and starts just fucking ranting, saying, oh, he's saying that she's beautiful, the most beautiful eyes that he's ever seen, or blah, blah, and all of a sudden, poof, one day, gone. She was gone. No more at the gas station. It was just the regular old 2 girls now, 3 girls, or whoever was up there, and I'm like, oh, shit. I missed my fucking chance, but lo and behold, those who wait, great things come. Because 4 years later, social media, she ended up popping up somewhere on one of our mutual friends' Instagram, I think, and I sent a message to her and was like, holy shit, who is that? Because it was a picture of her with, I think it was, maybe I got into your profile and it was the one with the really blue eyes and the purple coat. I don't remember, but I screenshotted it and I sent it to you.
Do you remember?
Yeah, and on her Instagram, it's Addison K. I don't know an Addison K, so I was like, who the fuck are you? You look familiar. And all she had to say, one word was, or well, one thing was Road Ranger, and 4 years later after that, came kind of
Yeah.
came all back like a flashback.
Side note there, I didn't have social media for the past
True.
like 7 years. So it's not like he could have like searched through mutual friends with Connor or anything like that. So
No Facebook,
So,
no nothing. So
yeah.
I was like, whatever.
I got
What about my
yeah,
life?
I got social media back 2016. So yeah, after 7 years of not having
Wild. I couldn't believe how small this world is. Actually, Cedar Rapids is the smallest big town you'll ever be in.
Ugh, yes.
Everybody knows everybody. Likes to know everybody's business.
Yeah, that's so true.
But some good comes out of it.
Yeah. Yep. And I remember him messaging me and, you know, saying, you know, who are you? You've got the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. I was like ... You don't remember me? And he's like, no, I don't. Who are you? And I'm
Not
like,
to be rude, I was literally like, seriously, you look super familiar, but no idea. And then,
Road Ranger girl.
lo and behold. And then, damn it, I never got rid of her since.
His mind.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised because it was like 4 years just gone, and it literally was not even like, hey, I'm switching stores, because that's what ended up happening was you just ended up moving stores to Fairfax. I never go to Fairfax. I live on the southeast side of town. I worked on the northeast side of town. It's like I no.
Shout out to Fairfax, where I moved when I first came here from Mason City. But, yep, I moved back there, and yeah, and then all that happened, and I ended up moving into the duplex right next to him. And I was the girl next door. We were best friends.
No, friends for a while.
Yeah, we were. We didn't like completely just like go gung ho, crash into everything. Like, oh my God, where have you been? Like, you're my soulmate.
No.
You know, where have you been all my life? It was never like that. I mean, maybe a little bit, maybe a tiny little bit, but.
Yeah, it's a fucking mess right now.
But I mean, I think it's a good little story. It's definitely unique, but
it's very, very weird how different the world works, and things come back around in a big circle, and
yeah,
you never know who will come across your path again. May it be tomorrow, and maybe next week, maybe next year, but
this is why you're always nice to everybody you meet. I always, anybody that walked to that gas station, I had a huge...
Or, if you know their name, just try and find them on social media faster than 4 years, because, or they're hiding and they don't want to be on social media. It may be a little harder. It was hard for me, but...
Yeah, he said, when we got to talking, he said he searched for me for 2 years.
A little bit. I mean, shit, I don't know.
I know, but isn't that...
Poof, gone.
Like, okay, any girl that's
Ooh.
watching this, hold on, any girl that's watching this, that is so cute. Like, that is just like, don't give me that look. That's
not what I'm going for. I was just like, I don't know where she went.
Like, yeah, but
I was like,
that's
fuck, I
adorable.
got blocked. I must have said something really bad or something. I'm just kidding. I never thought that.
Well, here we are,
Addison K.
2 years later. Well, actually, I mean, technically speaking, 5 years later, since it was 2014.
Yeah, but that's...
I mean, but you know what I mean? Adding that time span in there, but 2 years later, yes. But
We've been friends that long. How about that? She was hooking me up with them ciggies.
oh my
Just
God.
kidding.
Actually, if you guys want to hear something even more pathetic, hold on.
I'm so glad I quit. That shit was...
When he used to come in the other times, after the
And all
first
Code
time,
Red. That's all I used to drink was Code Red and Dr. Pepper. Road Ranger used to have the best pop. I'll tell you what. If you knew how their ice was and their pop on Blair's Ferry Road and
crushed
380 Interstate, their Code Red and Dr. Pepper, actually some days it was like way off or it was just like on point. And I used to drink way too much pop. That's probably why I got the extra stomach problems. Ugh.
But
That's
anywho,
another fucking story. Sorry.
no, that's okay. He does that a lot. Anywho, so after the first time of him walking in, and I found out from my boss told me from Huber, because he came in and was talking to the ladies, everything like that, and
Winning them over. Yeah.
tells my boss about Mitchell, and I get super red, and like I get super embarrassed, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you know, he's gonna come in here sometime, and I'm gonna like subconsciously know that he thinks I'm or he thinks I'm beautiful. I used to run in the back in the freezers. I did until he started coming in purposely in his Subaru.
Oh yeah.
Bumping,
That was a badass.
hold on, bumping his music. And I remember one
Probably
time.
some Gorilla Zoe or shit. Who knows what I've been chilling with back then?
Anywho, so
Maybe
he
some
pulls
Seth
up
Crew.
one time
Tech
and
Nine.
he is blaring his music. Pulls up, and like I have no idea who this is because he parks on the far end. I can't see, and I'm talking to the other customers in line, and I'm like, "Who's the asshole that pulled up just blaring their music and gets out and doesn't even turn down their music? Like, who are you?"
Is there an album?
Next thing you know, who are you? And lo and behold, Mitchell walks in.
Your favorite white guy. Ha
And
Oh, man.
yeah, that's
Odd story, but
that's how we met. That's how things work in a really funny way, you guys.
you used to drop people off at my house when I would have a few parties
I
and
did.
stuff. That's the weirdest thing.
yeah,
Like, this is when
yeah.
I didn't know she was still around. Like, just
Yeah.
dropping people off at my house. Like, I don't
We had
know.
mutual friends.
Like, hey, why didn't you come in?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been invited. Like,
Yeah.
you dropped people off but didn't come in.
And plus, and back then, I really wasn't. I
big
partied. I
anyway.
partied a lot from when I was. This sounds really bad, but like, my mom knows this, so it's no big surprise to her. But since I was like 14 until I was like 17, I went hard. I mean, it was bad. I little ashamed, not ashamed of it because I was young, but from like 17 until I was like 23, no parties, no bars, no nothing. Maybe occasionally a bar every now with my girlfriends, but that's about it. I was definitely a homebody, that's for sure.
No, I'm a homebody. I don't ever want to leave.
I go out every now and
Can't
then.
spend money if you don't leave unless you're online. Then online sucks me, and it's like Amazon Prime, that 2-day shipping.
Mhm.
Get on that if you don't got it.
Speaking of, he's getting his new computer chair, so that's
Tomorrow
exciting.
we'll do a setup video of it. I know you probably aren't interested in it, but guess what? You're gonna watch it anyway.
Or if you don't, you don't.
If you don't, you don't. But you should like it. I don't care if you watch it. Shoot a like. Shoot a like on this one too.
Yes, and subscribe.
Maybe if we can get some extra likes, maybe we'll start doing contests, or not contests, but giveaways. Start getting
We could do
some
that.
t-shirts, some stickers, stuff like that.
So we all know you
some
guys
2
like
days.
free shit, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
So
What
make
do
it
you think?
happen.
If you comment on the bottom and let us know.
Make it happen.
Might make it happen, definitely.
Some gift cards, maybe, or whatever. You never know. Could be something big. Could be
Nice.
something small. Could be a mystery box. Who knows?
Pee Wee Herman in the house.
That's not what I did. Okay, condom head.
Really? Grow up.
I'll flatten it
Oh
down.
my goodness. It's a muffin.
Anywho,
Well, you know what they always say. I don't know. I was just waiting for you to know. Say like, hey, that's what they say. Yeah, I know. But, well, expect nothing and always be delighted. You didn't think I got it in or what?
you got it in.
Testing. I have big testicles.